We got to talk about shares of ORCL, Oracle. They are extending gains today after closing at an all-time high on Monday. The software giant beat on earnings and guidance, reporting a jump in cloud revenue driven by AI demand. And
imagine that.
I can't imagine. My goodness, the shocker, right? And as they were talking about on the call, you heard from the CEO, Safra Catz, saying, I think we're at about the middle of the beginning, looking ahead, seeing more growth opportunities that should help power the future growth acceleration in the future. And what did they say specifically around AI? Exploding AI demand, their words, leaves them with some significant upside, they said on the call.
So I think the real key here in this latest phase of companies talking about AI is what are the exact numbers around it? Yeah. That's what the street wants. That's why NVIDIA had such a leg up. If NVIDIA says our revenue is this specifically because of AI. And that's what Oracle did as well. So Oracle cloud sales overall were up 54% to $4.4 billion. But specifically here, the chairman, Larry Ellison, saying in the statement that more than $2 billion in cloud capacity has been contracted by companies doing large language model development, the likes of which power things like ChatGPT. And he named some of these companies: Mosaic ML, Adept AI, Cohere. So again, here is a concrete example of where it is actually bringing in sales related to this. Speaking of Cohere, by the way, Oracle has a big investment in Cohere as well, which is one of these other big developers of large language models or generative AI or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, and even for the shift that we've seen in terms of messaging swiftly and how companies are talking about AI and full-throatedly, they are also thinking about, all right, how has our business changed dramatically from not just the products that we're selling, but how we are looking to be more of a subscription business. And I look across some of the subscriptions that, of course, companies like Oracle, like SAP, like Salesforce, like we continue to hear about where their subscriptions are, even as you're in an environment that they had talked about coming to this year of increased deal scrutiny. Now, it sounds like the demand that they're seeing from AI might be outpacing some of that deal scrutiny. However, it's important to still be tracking some of the subscription bases that they're giving us
Don't forget
here.
about the rest of their business.
The rest of their business,
words.
Right. Cloud services, license support revenue, that actually grew by 25% for them. So considerable growth there that they were seeing in the other parts of the business that investors and analysts still had to keep an eye on, regardless of how much they got on the call and decided to talk about artificial intelligence, which they did, and they did that well. So, thinking through all of the other areas of the SaaS model that they have, kind of annualizing revenue in their strategic back of office SaaS applications, about $6.6 billion, growing there by 24%. You're seeing growth in the other segments of the business at the same time, while you're seeing some of the new demand that's coming forward in AI really give them a new, perhaps, leg to stand on too.
Yeah.